It's quarantine time!
Here we are, the podcast heroes, discuss Toku like never before. Legion, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, go, 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 fly, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, Legion of Boo!
Welcome to the Legion of Boom podcast, the podcast all about everything superhero. I am your boy Ginga Herb, and these are my illustrious homies.
Yo, it's your boy Zio Blue 3. Let's get it.
What's up, guys? It's Sentai 5 coming at you. Got a DX Muteki Shogun on the way. Hey?
Illustrious, you're breaking out the thesaurus this time.
Yeah.
It's sunglass free.
It's sunglass free. I'm smarter than I act. Tay and Ashton might show up. They might not. Don't hold me to that.
Yeah.
So since they're not here, Tay wanted to start with Shadow Grid, but we ain't gonna start with that since he ain't here. Let's start with
Ultraman?
Yeah, let's start with Ultraman scans. Let's go through them real quick.
Hell yeah.
Because Ro and 5 don't watch Ultraman. So.
There's
I'll still comment on it.
Stuff that
You'll still comment on
week.
it?
Yeah, I'll comment on it still. Don't worry.
Cool.
I won't say anything. I won't say anything degrading to offend our viewers.
There's a lot of stuff that dropped this week, and especially like even today when we're recording that some clearer scans got released and people on like the 2chan board were translating parts of it.
Yeah.
So
Well, take it away, guys.
Yeah, so I gotta find the scans. So
Scroll up, kid.
Scans.
Scroll up, boy.
I gotta find my list of spoilers that somebody posted for the translations.
Oh, you got some?
Oh, even better.
Yeah, I'm double checking. You go ahead and take it away. I'm gonna see if I can find it again.
All right, so it's Ultraman. I'm gonna call it Ultraman R&B. You know what I mean? But yeah, you got a red Ultraman and a blue Ultraman. The red one's name is Rosso or Rosso.
Rosso.
He's a Mexican Ultraman. And then we got a blue Ultraman called Ultraman Blue. How creative!
Sugura is really original.
How creative!
I don't know if I would rather have Bull, which is how it was originally people were translating it when the names dropped. So
I'd rather have just blue.
So we don't know a whole lot about what kind of characters they're supposed to be. From what I've seen of the translations, like the two main heroes are supposed to be brothers, but we don't know if like they're aliens or if they're humans who somehow got the power of Ultraman or whatever. We do know that Rosso is the older one and Blue is the younger one. And like I said, they're both supposed to be brothers. So that'll be interesting.
Yo, is it just me or do like the blue one, like when the first initial scans came out, like the blue one kind of like Exceed X to me. Like
yeah, no, it's the head crest that it has going.
Yeah.
Looks a lot like Exceed. Which is funny because when they release scans of what the weapons look like, that Blue's weapon looks like the X Slugger.
Yeah.
A lot.
that's what I was like, yo, is X coming back?
Well, no, because Orb's coming back, apparently. Spoiler alert. Apparently, we've got like a dark form of Orb that was also shown off in these scans, so who knows what the fuck's going on now.
Oh, I originally thought that was going to be like another form for one of the two Ultramen.
No,
I didn't realize he's actually coming back. All right.
Well, because we don't know if it's Guy coming back or if there's something else going on.
Right.
But there's scans for a new form for Orb in there called Orb Dark.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I thought.
I don't know if that's supposed to be an intentional connection to Tiga Dark or something, or what's going on there.
That'd be nice.
But there's a whole lot of speculation going on about like, oh, is Guy like going to turn evil or something like that? Or we don't know what's going on. All we know is that he's got a new form.
Guy's too pure to be evil.
But actually, what would be really interesting is if they have he and Juggler switch places.
Yeah, like what if Juggler is Orb now?
Mm-hmm. At this point, the only like prediction that I'm going to stake money on is that their mid-season power-up is going to be a fusion form. That's the only thing I'm going to like say for sure.
Oh yeah. But speaking of forms, they can they seem to be like elemental based Ultraman.
Yeah. I know a lot of people were worried that they'd be doing fusion forms again with powers from past Ultraman, but it seems like even though they have past Ultraman heroes being connected to elemental powers, like the main one, Rosso, however the hell you want to pronounce that, I don't know, uses like a fire token, but it's
Tara
is associated, and the other one uses Gingo, which is water elemental. And then the rest of them, there's toy sets for the rest of them that have different elements lined up. So
yeah. What are the other ones? Like, I can't even see them.
Yeah, I've seen different translations for them because like the scans aren't the best quality. No. But not all of them are traditional elements. It's not just strictly fire, air, water, whatever. Like Ace is on there, and his element is literally like slash cut element, which if you've seen Ace is very appropriate.
Okay.
Because that's like 90% of his special moves is very elaborate ways to cut up kaiju.
That's really cool.
I was just about to say the kaiju look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Especially that red one.
Dead ass though, like both of those Ultraman look like the Lost Galactic Beast.
They do.
Oh my God, Centaurus and Stratoforce.
Stratoforce. They look just like them.
Like I looked up the picture. I'm like, these look very familiar. And then I did like a side by side. It's the same fucking thing.
Yo, that elemental holder, that black thing, kind of looks like the Tajador spinner.
It does a lot. The first thing I thought of when I saw the coins is, holy shit, are we getting O's?
Yeah, they kind of look like the X8 energy items.
Oh, the Patoba Soul?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those.
Yo, do they have, is that the same orb ring in the scans, or is that
it's a new form of it, because apparently like their powers are really closely related to orb or come from orb in some way. And I've seen translations for the basic story synopsis that came with the toy scans, where apparently the main thrust of the story is them like questing for the same power that made Guy Orb or something like that. That's just what I've been hearing as speculation and translation. So I'm not gonna say how accurate it is. That's just what I've heard over the past couple days.
What if they're Orb's kids?
It would be extremely weird. And considering we just had a season with the main character being somebody's kid, that's
or his brothers or something. I don't know. They're all Ultraman. All come from the same place.
I know.
So, is that all we have to say about new Ultraman? Besides that, I'm excited.
No, I mean, I'm super excited too. I want Subaru to like officially announce something already because I want to see who the actors are and actually get an official story synopsis. Oh, we do have a release date. It's supposed to start airing July 7th is what it said.
Oh, right around the corner.
Yeah, and then apparently the release date for the new orb form that they showed off, the dark form, is in September. So that's going to be around like episode 7 or 8, which for the past couple seasons, episode 7 or 8-ish have been when like serious shit has gone down in this show.
Yeah.
So
it's like that's like the turning point, pretty much.
Yeah, nice. In G, that's where Zero gets his Beyond power up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I might actually watch this as it airs.
Oh, you should. It's gonna be hopefully Crunchyroll will pick it up.
Yeah.
Watch them announce it like 15 seconds.
I'll legally download it either way.
Dog, they always Crunchyroll always announces they're doing it like 15 minutes before it comes out.
Well, the nice thing is there seems to be more of an interest in subbing communities for Ultraman now than there was back
years ago,
a while ago. So if Crunchyroll doesn't pick it up, which I can't see them not picking it up, but if they decide to not pick it up, at least hopefully we'll have somebody who offers to sub it.
Yeah.
Man, if only Toei liked money.
Exactly.
If only.
Simulcasting their writer and Sentai, bro. Oh my god.
Subaru has always been pretty open about sharing distribution rights. And unfortunately that's what landed them into trouble with Chaya. But
we don't want your filthy American money. We don't want it.
Damn.
All right, yo. So is Tay back? No, he ain't back.
No.
All right, so let's talk about.
Oh,
I'm here.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so we're gonna hop into Shattered Grid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
'Tis morphin' time.
Everybody read it?
Yeah.
We finna spoil it. If
you guys haven't read it, we're about to spoil it for you. So otherwise,
seriously, go read it.
Yeah, if you haven't read it,
pause this and read it.
Kiss my grits. Yo, welcome to Shattered.
Hold on.
Oh no, he's going full Blue Centurion right now.
Yeah.
God.
What's going on?
He was saying, hold on.
He is the greatest ever.
Who?
Justin from Turbo and the Turbo movie is the greatest thing ever.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Shut
my
up.
We can't go one episode
Without saying
without
that.
somebody talking about
John
Justin. Hey,
John ain't here. So do it for him.
John is Justin of the Legion, pretty much.
Yep, he is.
All right, so this issue number 26 opens up with we all up on I guess we're at Rita's moon base, but now it's Draken's moon base because it got his logo on it.
It's not even on the moon. It's just like he built it on Earth.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It's an Angel Grove.
his giant, like, impressive bad guy evil hideout castle.
Yeah.
He walking around like the Godfather, giving niggas hugs and kisses on the forehead.
Oh, yeah, it's the
He
Alpha
has very
50
loyal subjects.
Finster 5.
Yo, Finster 5 is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm like, what is your backstory?
Why do you need Alpha 5's body parts?
Why are you jacking Alpha 5 swag?
I'm surprised. At their relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it seems
So
like
close out of nowhere.
It's so
yeah, it
odd.
seems like they go way back, which I kind of want the story on that. We probably will get a story on that, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, probably. What's up?
I said, watch Finster 5 die horribly
definitely
at
gonna
some
die.
point in this event, and he's going to completely go over the edge.
He's probably going to make himself blow up.
Ooh.
Push me to the edge.
He's gonna sacrifice himself for Draken.
Yep,
Yep, that's probably what's going to
for
happen.
sure.
Probably.
Let's talk about Ninja getting captured in that little case.
Yeah, he got
His little
Ninja-
card sleeve.
Yeah, Ninja in it's a card sleeve?
No, I'm just making that up. I don't know what that is. Some rectangle container.
I was gonna say it was a glass of Mountain Dew. Yeah.
It's like season 3 all over again.
It literally
Getting captured in some
is
fucking
taking
jar.
L's, man. Getting his powers manipulated, just like the blue globber.
Yeah, dog. I watched that episode today too. But anyway, so after Draken and Finster 5 reunite, they, you know what I'm saying, they make out for like 2 panels. And then he's like, yo, we got work to do. And he holds up Ninja's body, like 5 said. So after that, this is my favorite part because it's super sad. Cause
Oh,
You literally feel the emotion through these next few
Big
pages.
emotion.
it's the sense of pacing in this is really, really nice. Because
Yeah.
sometimes with comics, I complain about them overusing beat panels or blank space without dialogue to sort of stretch things out. But if there was a scene that needed to be stretched out for emphasis, it was the funeral for Tommy.
Mhm.
And it works really well.
oh man, Billy had his hair combed around. They was crying. I was like, yo, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen in Power Rangers ever.
Yo.
Mighty
Yeah,
Morphin has never been this emotional.
The scene
Never.
with Zach and Jason
Oh
and
yeah,
them breaking
when
down
they-
afterwards,
when they-
that killed me.
Dude, my
I
eyes
know.
started watering. That
They
picture
were-
I posted up on TL wasn't fake, man. I was crying.
That's some
Yo,
some brotherly love right there.
They were in denial, yo. They was like, I cannot believe this man is dead for real.
Yeah,
I couldn't
man.
believe it. I was like, this nigga Tommy gonna get up next issue. Watch.
Right?
That's my favorite Ranger of all time, man. That's my hero right
Yeah.
there. He's dead.
Yeah, Kimberly's big crying because now it's her second. Like John said last episode, she can't keep a man.
She can't. Oh, let's
No.
talk about how when Jason got his Tommy's dragon shield.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty sad.
It's kind of weird because it's kind of like he's carrying. I don't know.
Tommy
in
lives-
a sense, it's
Tommy
like
lives
he's
through
carrying
him.
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
Like-
even
just-
Bulk and Skull was crying.
Yeah,
Right.
man. What I like about Bulk and Skull in the comic is they're not really bullies.
Nah.
They're like normal. They're
normal
normal like
dudes.
jokesters.
Yeah. They're not really bullies. That's why I like about them a lot in the comics because they can actually have real interactions with the Rangers.
They're just YouTubers in the comics. ain't
Yeah, YouTubers and podcasters.
they? Hey, they're the Legion of Boom. No, I'm just kidding.
Next week, we're going to retitle our podcast to the Golden Skull Show.
Hey, I'll do it.
I was mentioning this before the podcast, but my favorite, I think the most significant part of this issue to me is Jen explaining that
Yes.
that the timeline isn't necessarily distorted. Every Draken basically split the timeline up into pocket dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
So every team exists as we know them, but they're isolated from the other teams. So it's
Yeah.
like Draken is traveling with the green crystal. We know he can travel from dimension to dimension. So there's no need for time travel because he can just dimension hop at this point, and it's like he's basically dividing and conquering.
Yeah, honestly, it's a really, really smart move because it takes away the questions of like, well, how does this affect the timeline? Do people disappear because of the time travel that's going on? And it lets them interact with Jen in a way without raising those questions. And at the same time, we now have an excuse to go visit the other Ranger worlds without worrying about long-term changes to those.
Exactly.
So
it
basically is
comment. I'll finish what you're saying.
Okay, I was about to say it's the perfect setup to do a giant crossover event. So I was really, I think it's really cool how they managed to do that just with like one scene of exposition.
Yeah, they're doing as much damage as they can while still being safe.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way I was looking at it was like, we know that Jason as the Gold Zeo Ranger is going to show up eventually.
Right.
So it was like, now we don't have to question the events that happened in Mighty Morphin because the Mighty Morphin is in a different dimension than Zeo.
Yep.
Even though they all happened, cohesively.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was actually a really, really smart move because it doesn't change anything. And another thing that I also really liked about this issue was the fact that the Samurai Rangers, it took place, Draken invading the Samurai Rangers took place after the Nylok attack. I mean, after the finale, basically.
It was post Samurai.
Yeah.
Wait, was it post Samurai?
Yeah.
Was it? Hang on.
I feel like it was post Samurai because they were like, "Yo, the Nightlock are defeated."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I read that thing wrong then.
Now
that's
it's
why.
Now it's
and
weird.
Who the fuck is that boy's name? Jaden.
Yeah.
They even mentioned Jaden and G not being there, so it was kind of like I
You don't have to.
I mean, it.
It's weird that they're all together again, but yeah, it is post Samurai. But I got a question though. So since they're all pocket dimensions, I was wondering this. Well, two things actually. One thing I noticed is that Super Mega Force and Mega Force are separate.
Yep.
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
And then my question is, when they meet Zeo, will Tommy still be there as Red?
Yeah,
I think so. I absolutely think so.
And what I'm even wondering is this: is Kyle Higgins breaking this up as the seasons? Because technically, the comics would still be season 1 up to right now. So, what if there's a second MMPR pocket dimension with Tommy as the White Ranger?
And they just grab him.
Exactly.
That'd be a pretty cool idea.
No, I feel like since we have this Tommy just lying around, that probably it could happen. But I feel like they're gonna take him into play later down the line. But he's just on the sidelines. He's dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna revive him through some kind of like MacGuffin or some kind of morphin grid mumbo jumbo.
The Dragon Balls.
Yeah. The Dragon Zord balls.
So Draken, he gets his army together. They go down to the Samurai pocket dimension, and they slap all their helmets off. They
vaporize.
Yeah,
they put hands on them. I love that shot of the sunset with the whole army rolling up to the samurai camp.
It's so Japanese.
And Lauren's like, "Don't worry, they can't get through the Sheba House shields." And then Dragon's like, "Fire the cannons!" And then that shield goes down immediately.
Yeah, it's funny just how blasé he is about it. It's like, do I need an excuse to kick your asses? You guys are all dead.
Yeah.
You know what's dope though? I like the fact the Samurai Rangers look very show accurate. The MMPR team, I'm not gonna lie, they don't look show accurate to me. But Samurai, like Mike, and Lauren, like they look exactly as if they were from the show.
Yeah, I made a tweet about Mike, how he looks exactly like Hector David Jr.
Yeah.
Like on point.
Kevin has a better hairline, Tay.
Oh yeah. Right.
We finally have a black character drawn in a comic book with a good hairline.
Thank you, Kyle Higgins.
Thank you, Kyle Higgins.
You don't know how hard this is an issue. This is a lingering issue.
Because Cyborg's hairline in Justice League is horrible. But anyway.
Oh, Jesus.
I really did think Kevin was going to die, but He didn't die.
No, he didn't die.
I wish he did.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna wait a little bit before they start killing people from this team off left and right.
Probably.
Yeah.
For now, they just got captured and their morphers taken away.
Not only did Kevin not die, but he had a really cool moment where he saved Lauren.
Yeah, that was a nice barrier.
Yeah.
It's a nice shield.
Simple power shield.
Yeah.
And then he got salty because they knocked that shit out.
Yo, they had a crazy dragon cannon. I forgot where it was in the panel, but that thing was like stupid long.
Yeah. But yeah, Samurai Rangers put up a good fight. Not really. They got washed.
No, they got
stupid
washed.
Draken took their morphers, and then Lauren escaped with the MMPR team.
Who used the Black Dragon chest piece to dimension hop or whatever.
Oh yeah. Where they used it mixed with Jin's time travel technology and shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I did like about this too? While they were getting the Samurai Rangers, Billy tried using that EMP. Come to find out, it didn't even work.
Yeah, it didn't work. Draken stepped it up.
Yep,
he stepped it up from last time.
Exactly.
The art in this is fantastic,
dude. The lineup of Jen with the MMPR team and then Lauren joining them. Oh my god.
Yeah. Dude. And Jason just got the dragon shield on at all times now.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You know what I also gotta say, like, the Drakens. How do y'all? Well, you know what? Herb just finished explaining the comic.
Yeah. Because the next part is the 5-part. Draken take the morphers back to Finster 5, right?
Yeah.
And then they got him lined up on the table, and then Draken's like, "Do it." That man power up, cuz. Draken got symbol power now. He got the samurai sash with the black pants on.
Yes.
Dude, this is honestly going to get really crazy if he's going to try and.
He's got a nice collar to him too. Yeah.
But that new shield is beautiful. First of all,
it is.
Oh, it's great.
Well, Draken's design with the black pants, bruh.
Yeah.
Yep.
That look.
That looks ridiculously dope.
Yeah,
it do.
It looks better than the original Draken suit.
It does.
And it's just a simple one power up.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm wondering. Like, okay, so like I was saying, when I first read it, I'm like, damn, 5 was right. He's trying to harness the power of the Morphin Masters. Yep. Because Fincher, he had said, hey, all of the powers are used the same, so you only have to use one. So he's basically, what I'm thinking is he's gonna absorb so many different range of power that he's not going to be able to control it all. He's probably going to end up.
Oh yeah, that's my prediction too. I'd be very surprised I'd be very surprised if he doesn't get like a crazy chimera monster kaijin.
That's definitely what's going to happen
for his final boss power up.
Oh, you know what I just realized?
It's going to be one crazy Megazord battle. That's all I'm saying.
I just want a super gross Ultraman belly out style fusion. It's going to be great.
You know what's gonna happen now?
What?
I think we just figured out what the exclusive toys are gonna be for the next 5 or 6 PMCs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Draken Phase 1, Draken Phase 2. Plus,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So where are they
going?
Frieza,
bro.
On issue 27, they're going to the RPM dimension, right?
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna bring Lauren with them.
Okay, so that means he's probably gonna end up taking one of their powers too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Actually, I don't think so because on the covers you see all 7 RPM ranges with SPD on the next issue.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then they're also I was looking at the other issue. So now that we know that all of the seasons are in pocket dimensions,
right?
I'm very curious about Dino Thunder.
Yeah,
I'm very curious about Dino Thunder, and I want to see what's going to happen when Draken tries to attack other teams that he's part of. Is he going to kill
every time?
I think he might kill every Tommy for sure.
Oh, so now we've got Jet Li's the one on top of everything else.
Yeah,
because
that's gonna be great.
If you think about it, I think he's gonna kill all of the times, because honestly, he could have killed the Samurai Rangers. Why just capture them? I don't think he's really in the business of trying to. I could understand why he initially killed Billy and Jason in his universe, but now he's coming over to this universe, and it's you just capturing niggas.
I think honestly, because you see the kind of loyalty he commands from his other subordinates. I think honestly he would rather have them working for him rather than just straight up killing everybody. He's not like a genocidal maniac who wants to see the entire universe destroyed. He thinks that like he
I don't know about that. If you watch Hyperforce, he decapitated someone just to make a point.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. It's a theory in progress.
No, well, see, this is the thing though. He did well in the trailer that takes place between 25 and 26. He did say, there was so much,
potential,
untapped potential, and they could have been gone. So he's probably going to try to coerce, everybody who he takes over.
That would be pretty nice. Yeah.
So how many Tommies now we got to worry about? We have to worry about Zeo Tommy. We have to worry about Turbo Tommy because you remember
Dino Thunder Tommy. Red. There's so many Tommies, man.
We probably still got to worry about Mike. We probably still got to worry about season 2 and season 3 Tommy too.
Of course. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's at least a good 5 or 6 Tommies.
And Tommy's answer, clone.
Tom.
Oh yeah,
Tom.
I don't think Turbo Tommy's a problem because they got TJ all over the covers for Turbo.
True.
They do.
True. That's true.
So, well, also it's going. I don't know, man. How would y'all feel if this really ended with like all of the Tommies from these pocket dimensions teaming up to fight Draken?
I would love it so much, but the fandom would hate it so much.
I think what they would do instead of them individually fighting, they would all pool their powers into one of the Tommies, probably the original one who dies, and they bring it back to life.
Yeah.
And then let him fight Draken.
And he becomes a White Ranger.
Then he becomes a White Ranger because it's got to happen eventually.
Yeah, but another thing that I'm also kind of like on the fence about is now that we know how Draken, is going to be using the other powers, like I don't know how they may end up actually bringing that whole Tyranno King Ranger to life.
You think so?
Bro, I swear to God, I'm gonna be pissed off if they do.
I know, me too. It's
like
it's a little wacky.
Yeah, like I mean, okay, if you gonna put like the gold Zeo Ranger armor on Mighty Morphin Red, that's one thing. But you don't need to like make a hybrid, like a hybridization of the two powers just because Mighty Morphin did it, or I mean, just because Tommy did it.
Yeah.
Like there's that's not necessary.
I think it's just a one and off thing, especially with Tommy, because I feel like Kyle Higgins, he knows what he's doing. Like I think you can see it, especially with this season, like the Rangers that they're bringing in. It's not like everything has its part. Everything is like well timed. Like we'd even have like a full issue full of the Samurai Rangers. Like everything was just like done in bits and pieces and it worked well together. I don't think there's no need. There's no need for a hybrid gold MMPR. There's no need.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, I really enjoyed the issue.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
It was really good.
I'm actually kind of interested in seeing where this Adventures of the Blue Centaurian stuff is going too.
He got fired. Yeah. He got fired from his job.
He was talking back, man.
I love how his mouth moves.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I fully expect like Marvel to file a lawsuit against Boom because that robot looks exactly like Jonah Jameson.
It looks that's exactly what I thought.
It acts like him too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of read it in Jameson's voice.
Oh, you
give me a picture of Spider-Man.
That's exactly what I was thinking the whole time.
The finger point too.
Los Centurion. Give me those Rangers.
Wait, so next week is
the annual,
and we're not focusing on MMPR. It's gonna be that side team, right?
Yeah.
What side team?
Not side team. It's just gonna focus on other teams like Dino Charge.
Okay.
So
Time Force.
We already know the last person from Dino Charge is gonna be Kendall.
Yeah.
Because they got Kendall all over everything.
Yeah, on that new cover.
Because for some strange reason, she's the most popular Dino Charge Ranger or something.
And though Shelby was the leader.
Yeah, Shelby was the leader. I don't know why. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not mad. I'm just saying.
Bro, Kendall was only popular because she was the first ever Purple Ranger, and she was the leader of she was basically like their mentor. That was the only reason why she was popular, if we being honest.
Yeah.
Like, plus she was the white girl.
I was gonna say. Kyle Hagenpie was like, man, that Purple Ranger fine. Put her in the story. Like, no. I'm like, you couldn't pick Shelby because Shelby's the real MVP. Well, all right. That's anything else to say about Shattered Grizzle?
I don't know, man.
No, man.
I can't wait for them to get the SPD.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to see them do the SPD team too.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
I'm waiting for Zeo.
It's one of my favorite seasons ever. And I can't wait for them to go to Zeo, because imagine Draken absorbs a Zeo Crystal, Tommy's Zeo Crystal. He's practically like almost invincible, I guess.
He's God at that point.
Adam's gonna die. Adam is definitely
I don't think he's gonna die. They're just gonna use his crystal for a century, probably.
Yeah, good. His Zeo Knives is gonna be the one to go.
But I kind of hope they do kill Adam, because I know Johnny Young Bosch really wants that to happen.
dude, JYB's gonna be like reading that. Are you gonna kill him? Are you gonna kill him? Fuck! I didn't kill him. Fuck!
Yeah.
And if he does, that's gonna be like, yes.
Exactly.
Yes. It's like, yo, why are you so excited for your character to die? I wonder what JDS reaction was when Tommy died.
he's probably like, I don't care, I got Draken still.
Yeah. I was thinking about it today. I was like, they killed Tommy off so Tommy could be the villain of the story.
Pretty much.
And you wouldn't have two Tommies running around.
And you don't have to hate Tommy because it's a different Tommy. It's not even the Tommy like we know.
That's the other thing. Let's talk about how Zordon failed again.
What did he do?
Well, Tommy's dead, and then what happened with the 1969 Rangers? How many of them died?
Oh man,
3 out of 5 of them.
That wasn't Zordon's fault,
boy.
Wait, the 1969 Rangers was Zordon's fault.
No, I'm talking about Tommy getting stabbed in the butthole.
Oh,
yeah. That wasn't Zordon's fault.
No, it was no one's fault really. It just happened.
Oh, because Rose said Zordon messed up again. It's like, hey, what pointing fingers at my nigga Zordon for? He didn't do nothing.
I mean, he tried to help save Tommy when they brought him back to the command center.
I felt bad because Zach was like, so what was the point of even doing this, Zordon, if it wasn't going to work? I was like, well, dang, chill.
Nah, they're frustrated, you know.
Relax, guys. Zordon's going to die in 5 years. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
He is.
Draken's gonna make
by
a
not
joke
any of them.
about that.
It's funny because they're gonna meet Andros in a couple issues.
I know. It's like, I killed Zordon.
He takes pride in it. He's like, yo, I killed Zordon.
Dude, imagine Andros joins Draken.
Oh, that would be interesting.
He's like, yo, I can kill Zordon for you. I've done it before.
Yeah. Spiral Saber.
When Andros applies for jobs, he puts killed Zordon on his resume.
Kill the floating head.
Oh wait, but speaking of Andros, how was Hyperforce film yesterday?
I did not watch it.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it either.
So they went to the beginning of the space premiere where Andros goes onto the planet to spy on all the villains and stuff.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's pretty much what happened. Andros, they pretty much like kidnap Andros and they're joined by Aisha and Jem to take on the Alliance leader, who is Thrax, by the way.
Boom.
Yeah. Interesting.
No, I actually liked it was Thrax because
that actually is interesting. I'm just
because I've always had a headcanon. He was always from the future, but they never stated it because of how he's an adult and stuff. But he just went too far back in time and then had to wait till he got back to the Overdrive timeline. But he meets his parents. They try to fuck shit up. That's but awesome. he gets killed. I
gotta catch up with Hyperforce. I'm like 3 episodes behind.
I feel so bad. I promised on my blog, yeah, guys, I'm gonna watch an episode of Hyperforce a week and then write about it. And that lasted for 1 week.
It's such a huge time commitment. That's the problem.
It's not just watching it because watching it is fun. It's the taking notes and writing stuff down and marking timestamps. I didn't want to have to do that for every single.
Plus all the endless burrito jokes. Because who wants that?
Right? That girl is mad corny to me now. Yo, I be like, yo, be quiet.
She's always eating something, man. All the time.
Like burritos.
I'm like, yo, relax. Just pay attention to the game.
oh my gosh, burritos, guys! I love burritos. Burritos.
No, last night I had enough. I was like, please, enough with the burrito jokes, because come on.
Five was fed up.
Surprised, Mr. Sudarsa didn't call me out again.
Oh, like he called you out?
Yeah, he like during the Draken episodes. You know how Draken pretty much like forced the Rangers to like make an alliance with him.
Yeah.
So I was like, and of course Chloe was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm pissed off. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna do it. I was like, yo, you about to let someone else, some random civilian, die right now? It's crazy. And I was like, come on, Chloe, you gotta think. Come on, Chloe, you have to like think here. And Peter responded to me. He's like, she just saw everybody get incinerated. I forgot what he said, but he's like
have some sympathy, Sentai 5.
Pretty much. And I was like, yo, you gotta. And then what I said back to him, I was like, yo, you gotta think of the bigger picture here. She's about to let other people die if they don't work with Draken.
Because she's throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, I know it's fine. It's fine to be angry, but you got to think here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I heard. I don't want to spoil it.
What?
Shoot, I'll spoil it. I heard Vesper got murked.
Yeah, she did.
And then she got reincarnated as Alpha.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's literally what happened.
How'd she die?
Thrax literally kills her. He like.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he sends some like electrical surge and causing her to blow up.
Ooh, she blew up
from the head.
Oh, he blew her head off.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, that's why Paul Schreier made that head joke.
Yeah.
On Twitter the next day.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, "No, you know Toku Twitter. That's not cool, Paul.
I'm gonna block you.
I'm gonna block you." It's like, yeah, this fictional character y'all are screaming at me about
that you know nothing about, and yet you want to have something. You just want to run your mouth.
Was that the finale?
The finale's next week.
Yeah, that was the finale.
Okay,
cool.
Really? I'll catch up.
Yeah,
I can catch up.
I kind of forgot what happened to Cliff at the end of the episode because I fell asleep. Kind of.
Yeah, it's all right, man. Hyperforce is whack. I'm just kidding. It's cool.
Nah, I just, dude, I wish it was a little bit earlier in the night.
Yeah, if it was earlier in the night, it would be gold.
Because I can't stay up from 9 to 12, especially on a work night. I'm gonna fall asleep.
It's that long?
Yeah.
They edited it down to 2 hours.
Yeah, no, I mean,
on YouTube,
pretty much any time I have watched a live tabletop role-playing session, for those, like, if you're watching it live, 4 hours is the norm for ones that I've tuned in for.
Because they take breaks and stuff, so.
Yeah, and they wonder why, like, they're not getting enough views, too.
They're going on too late and too, like, when they started, like, 6 in California time.
Yeah.
So
if they did it, like, 2 hours early, that'd be good. Or maybe an hour early, at least, so it ended at 11.
Yeah, I mean, your boy I'd be in the bed.
Yeah, I could go to bed on time.
Yeah, that's the big issue for me, honestly.
And I know people like overseas, it's on at like I think 3 o'clock in the morning for them.
Yeah.
How do you expect people to be up for that?
Yeah, no.
And I know you got to compromise for all the schedules of the actors, of course. Mm-hmm. But
hopefully they get a season 2 because I don't want Hyperforce to go.
Yeah, I hope so too.
There's too many things they can do with it. I want to see them keep it going too.
Yeah.
There's no way it's not going to get a season 2.
And I feel like it's too popular, especially with the fandom.
Yeah. The show can't end before Blake Foster and Johnny Young Bosch go on it.
I would love to see Johnny Young Bosch on there.
Me too. I was surprised they got Andros on, to be honest.
I was surprised they got JDF on there when he was. I was like, yo,
bro, he didn't even know what he was doing.
Exactly. As soon as he sits in the chair, I'm like, yo, that's when reality set in for me. I was like, yo, JDF is about to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Christopher Kamen Lee did a better job than him.
Yeah, he's a nerd. So that's
and Mike Jin's been killing it with the D&D.
Yo, does he have ADD? Because why he got so much? Why
he does have, I think he does. He gets very hyper.
Yeah, he's super hyper. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm like, yo.
He's literally Gem.
Yeah. I was like, he's more hyped than Jim. I'm like, yo, calm down.
He's just so excited.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to let's start with build because Ro doesn't watch that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
More stuff I can actually talk about instead of Power Rangers.
Yeah. Where should we start at? Because we ain't talked about build in like 40 years. So.
We want to talk about we talked about on the Toku Teens. The episode
what was the last episode that you guys watched?
This week's episode.
I mean, the last one you talked about.
Oh, the one with Pandora Tower goes up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With the crazy Ode to Joy opening.
Yeah.
So we just need to talk then about like how they've planned to invade the tower and everything.
Yeah,
and then the
whole
reveals that came
Rogue
after that.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, I'm surprised. I knew Rogue wasn't evil for real. Like when he told Sento, he was like, "Dog, just get the Pandora's box and get out of here."
It's not that he's not evil.
He's
it's just
lesser.
his goals.
Yeah.
His goals are way different than Nanba's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it because I was like, "Yo, he hates the people he works for now." So I know for a fact he's gonna betray them. And
He never even liked them in the beginning either. He's just like, I have no choice.
I cannot feel sympathetic for the guy because he bought the fucking ticket. He gets to take the ride now.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, power's the only thing that matters, and I need enough power in order to enforce my will on the world. And guess what? Who has more power than you? And you have to obey them now. So shut up, stop complaining." So I'm a little frustrated with it, but I appreciate that they've kept his motivations consistent. At least when we get to see that.
I don't feel bad for him, to be honest. Like you said, Pri, he made his choices.
Yeah.
He was given the chance twice to, stay home, to come home. But
has he taken a shower since
he looks like he smells.
He got put in jail, tortured half to death, got a new rider form and everything, and has not taken a shower.
He could have jumped into the water when they're fighting at the
beach. They fractured my ego and took all my clean underwear. I am Kamen Rider Rogue now. Yo, my mind was blown because he has that fragile sticker on the back of his helmet.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that supposed to represent his ego?
No. The whole crack theme.
Yeah. Like his ego is fragile.
Man. Yeah. His ego's cracked. Pun intended.
I was like,
but what else? My boy Ryuga is the chosen one.
Yeah, you're the golden child.
Hey.
Yeah, Ryuga's like alien Jesus or something here.
Yeah, he is.
This is like I feel like this is the first time in a while where like a secondary rider next to the main next to the protagonist rider is like actually matters.
Yeah, I tweeted that the other day too.
Actually matters to the story.
I was like, I can't believe it's a secondary rider because it's episode 30. Usually by now, secondary riders is like, oh yeah, that nigga's here.
Yeah, or they're evil.
There's a couple exceptions. Like for Agito, past episode 30 is where I think it actually starts picking up because all the secondary, tertiary riders actually start like interacting with each other. It's amazing.
Well,
that's true.
To be fair to Agito, that's like the first season where secondary riders are an actual thing.
Yeah, that's true.
so they probably were, they had something planned. But I'm talking about like Wizard and Forze, where these niggas are just standing around getting slapped.
Sometimes being jerks, for the fun of it.
Or Drive, where Go pretends to go evil like every other episode.
I hate that was the most annoying part of Drive. I hated that because and all of a sudden he felt bad for Chase dying. I'm like, nope, I don't feel bad for you. Everybody was like defending that too.
I felt like it should have been the other way around. I felt like Go should have died and Chase should have got a power up.
Hell yeah!
Let's be fair. Chase is a much better character than Go was. I like Go, but Chase is literally one of the best secondary riders of the franchise
ever.
I liked Go until the whole Freeze Rory Mute arc because then he just became such a jerk. I'm like, dude, this guy's not likable anymore.
Dog.
And when they made the possibility that he was being controlled, influenced by the freaking Freeze Rory Mute all of a sudden, and he's like, nope, I was just being a jerk. I was like, really? That's terrible writing. That's really bad writing.
I hate Go so much.
Me too. I hate him. He's literally one of the worst secondary writers next to Mitsuzane. No, Go is bad.
Go sucks. I remember when the TL was hyping up, oh man, the Mach V Cinema is coming out. I was like, nigga, who cares?
I was like, I don't care, man.
V Cinema was fun though.
I didn't watch it.
I watched it. It actually wasn't bad, but still.
I take
fact
pride
it was Go.
The Mach V Cinema was pretty good, but as always, it was outshone because there was also a Chase V Cinema, which was way better.
Chase got laid. He crossed people up he was on the basketball court. It was awesome. I was like, this is the best movie of all time.
Herb, I remember you were so hyped about that when the movie first came out. You posted screen caps on the TL. You're like, yo, I'm not making this up.
Like Chase just lost his virginity.
This actually happens.
Yeah, and then he was it's funny, bro, because I swear to God, they don't show anything happen, but the chick takes her clothes off, and then the screen fades to black. And then the next thing you see is Chase on the basketball court with a jersey on, crossing niggas up, and dunking the ball. And it's funny because he still has his regular purple leather outfit on, but he has a basketball jersey on top of that. And I'm like, why did he change his clothes?
Yeah. Wait, this actually happens.
Yeah,
yes, it actually happens.
No way.
Wow.
Chase got
Ash,
the booty,
I thought you watched the Chase v Cinema, no?
Haven't seen it yet. No.
Damn.
I've only seen the.
Are you sure it's good?
I've seen the Mac one. I've only seen the Mac one and the Heart one. That's it.
I don't really like the Heart one that much.
I was about to say I hadn't seen it, but you know what? I had seen it.
Yeah.
And the fact that I forgot about that for a second kind of tells you about it.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, back to Bills because we got sidetracked.
We really did.
We're talking about Drive, please.
Yeah. Somebody said mock, and I was like, what?
I got triggered. I got triggered.
Secondary writers. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about what happened to Banjo's mom, or is that gonna be too creepy for this show?
No, it's not creepy.
No,
she got infected by her fetus got infected by the Venom symbiote.
Yeah.
Nothing creepy about that.
So does that make Ryuga toxin?
Yes.
Pretty much,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love all those dumb Venom ripoffs.
Yeah.
Wait, Toxin's actually awesome, and I will forever be mad that they killed off his original off screen. Off panel.
Off panel.
This always happens. I always get TV shows and comic books mixed up now.
It's all right. They're all one and the same.
It was Sento's dad that put the thing that did experiments on the kid.
I know, man.
Like
father, like son.
The one thing I was really questioning after I saw the episode for the first time is why the hell wasn't there anything in Katsuragi's notes about this? If there was an alien that came back to Mars before the box and infected somebody and gave birth to this like weird ass half human baby that grew up in like 2 months or whatever. And then I realized that if his dad was actually involved with that, remember his dad supposedly committed suicide.
I don't think he actually did.
I guarantee you he did not actually commit suicide.
He's probably still alive, plotting.
And it's a cover up, and that's why it's not in Katsuragi's notes.
His dad's the final boss.
I was just about to say that.
Shit, no, please.
His dad's the final boss.
Definitely.
Where the main writer's dad is not the boss. Please.
How do you guys feel about Stalk being
also in Martian?
Possessed? Yeah, but possessing the owner. The hell's his name? Isurugi. Soichi Isurugi. Yeah.
It's interesting because
I kind of saw that coming. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, because I mean, we knew that he was like this Evolt character,
Right.
so I think we all figured that like whatever happened to change Soichi's personality was a result of him being possessed. But I don't think very many people expected his original personality to still be there. That being said, the way that they talk to each other and the way that we've seen them switch between the two voices, because what we previously thought was just like a voice filter in the suit, it is actually a completely separate personality now.
Right.
Considering how they've switched voices in the past, they had to have been working together
at somehow. Yeah.
What I do kind of like is the fact that Isurugi's possessed. It kind of gives him a chance at redemption at some point.
Yeah,
I really don't want him to be redeemed.
But again, based on how they've been working together in the past, I mean, Soichi's not completely innocent in this.
Okay.
Like, he's starting to have second thoughts now. I don't know why, but they have worked together in the past. He was somehow complicit in this up to this point.
Right.
Maybe because he realizes that Evolt is the being that's responsible for the destruction of Martian
civilization. How did he not fucking know that?
This is tokusatsu. There's characters that are very, very dumb. And they make us feel bad for them somehow.
No. Speaking of dumb, side note, I crack up every time Sento turns into Rabbit and Rabbit.
Because he shakes his bottle, right?
Yeah, he shakes his bottle.
It's that cartoon noise.
Yeah. It sounds like Bugs Bunny slipping on a banana peel. Whip, whip, whip. I'm like, rabbit. Look, there's one point, you know how they sometimes cut the sound effects?
Yeah.
There's one point where he goes, rabbit, and rabbit, rabbit, hi, I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, yo, who's mixing it?
That full bottle is like really sensitive too. I have it. It's like every time I touch it, it's just like it makes those noises and says like a bunch of stuff.
Oh my god, that's so funny. But yeah, Ryuga got his new form.
Yep, about time. Yeah. No more jobbing.
No more jobbing for like 2 episodes, and then he's back to jobbing. Because we're in the 30s, 5. So you know that means final form is coming up.
I know.
Well, apparently, based on the scans that we've seen, we're not getting the form until much later.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're gonna Kuga it.
Yep.
Because apparently, if the dates match up from what we've heard about, we're not getting the final form until somewhere around like episode 40.
Yeah, probably. Really? I assume like during like the movie stuff.
Probably.
Yeah.
And that's some of that may also be from the fact that Bill just started earlier.
It started earlier? I thought it started later.
Remember, X8 ended at like episode 45.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep, I forgot about that.
On the 3rd of September last year.
Yeah. I kept thinking October 3rd for some reason.
Do you guys think that the fact that we're getting the final form later means we might have an extended run of episodes for Build?
I wouldn't say extended, but we probably might get like close to 50, maybe 49 episodes.
You know what? You know how Wizard did the decade crossover at the end of Make Space before Gaim debuted?
Yep.
Considering that Build is supposedly, quote, the last full Heisei series.
The last hurrah.
I wonder if they might extend it or something, or switch up the scheduling a little bit by trying to do like something decade related at the end of it.
That would be pretty nice. I would like to have Decade come back for an episode or 2.
It won't. I don't think it will technically be the last Heisei series because the Emperor of Japan's not abdicating until April next year.
Yeah,
until 2019. So technically, the next series that premieres will be kind of Heisei.
Well, yeah, I mean, but what do you call it? It's still going to be considered the 2019 Rider.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, because that's how it's always been. Whenever the show appears in the fall, it's always for that spring. The year after is considered.
We have till April. We have till April before the Blackamoto era starts.
Surprise! You're going to be the next Emperor of Japan.
Yeah.
No, Emperor Neo Heisei is going to be.
May his glorious reign forever.
Locutus of Heisei.
They open the gates for Emperor Neo Heisei to come out, and it's like it's Heisei, but he's got like robot cyborg attachments now.
Hey, he became a Borg.
I am one with the system.
Yeah, literally. The hive
or he's
mind.
just wearing a double drive, or he's just wearing a double driver.
Yeah, he's
oh man.
Yes, but Ryuga got his new form. It looks really good.
It looks amazing.
I like the knuckle. It looks way better than what it looked like in the scans. Like
I know. I can't wait to get that knuckle. I have to like find a way to pre-order that.
I was cracking up when after he got done fighting. He had like a really cool debut with the form.
Oh, I know you're going to talk about the steam.
He started burning and sizzling. He was like, "Oh, it's hot in here. Oh, it's hot."
That's what I love about Build. It's so like practical when it comes to that stuff. It's just like it acknowledges all that little stuff that we wonder. Oh, doesn't that hurt? Or the gloves.
Yeah, when they were trying to press the keypad, and Bill was like, "Yo, I can't push the buttons because my gloves are too thick."
Yeah,
and I was like, "Yo, I can't believe they acknowledged this." Yeah, man, Bill's good, yo.
Super good.
There's some people who are kind of getting frustrated with it, or who just plain don't like it, and I completely understand because of the tone that it's been taking and sort of the general style of pacing. I've seen people complain about the fact that every time Sento like pulls out a new upgrade, or they have some big new like heroic epiphany that allows them to save the day, that is immediately negated literally the next week because something new is constantly popping up. And I don't mind that because the show's been really good about justifying it with how much the stakes are escalating, and it fits with the overall themes of the show. That being said, can you imagine somebody trying to marathon this in like a week when this finishes up? It's going to kill them.
Yeah. Honestly, I like the fast-paced movement for the story because I hate constant two-parters for Rider. I can't do that.
I really do not mind episodic plots, and I actually really like them if the characters are interesting and they get a chance to interact with the plots in an interesting way. Like that was the real disappointing thing about Wizard, is not the fact that it was constantly episodic, but just it felt like nothing that happened in them mattered. You weren't invested in any of the victims of the week,
except for the ones that became the mages. That's really it.
Yeah, but
even they were whack.
It's just they really just felt like spinning your wheels, whereas. Here with Build, everything feels like it matters, and that's honestly it's great, but it's also kind of exhausting.
Right, that's the thing. Like Build doesn't take no days off. Like they keep going and going and going.
That was the same thing with Gaim and X8 too.
Yeah, like it'll be hard for some people like preset to marathon it and have like a favorite episode.
Yeah,
because it'll be like, yo, everything's happening all at
once.
And that was the way I was with Gaim too. Like I really enjoyed marathoning through Gaim, but I can't think of a single favorite episode. I have a couple of fights and I have scenes that I think are really awesome. Like the fight in episode 41 is literally the best part of the show.
Was that when he fights the Overlords?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
but everything else in that episode, I like don't hardly remember because kind of blend into each other.
Right. Yeah.
He was fighting in the woods with that clean white button up on.
Yeah, and his Kachidoki Lockseed got destroyed, and he just made a new one right there.
Yeah.
Hey, he's just like screaming at the top of his lungs. Bro, I love their final fight with Kota and Kaito. Oh my god,
super. I had some issues with how Gaim ended, but that final battle was really interesting to watch.
It was nicely cut between what was really going on in that alternate timeline.
Yeah, that was cool.
But
we're just spoiling everything in this episode.
That's all right, man.
Listen, Gaim is almost 5 years old. It's technically 5 years old. So you've had 5 years to see it.
I still get mad if people like spoil Blade on the timeline.
I'm gonna spoil it for you right now. that ending.
That ending.
The bench.
Where that ending where Kenzaki spills Shamrock Shake down his arm.
All right, that's enough. New topic.
One second. Speaking of Blade,
shampoo.
I was just wanting to say, speaking of Blade, and comparing it to pacing, I just wanted to say that Build hits you at a breakneck pace, whereas Blade kind of like takes a while to get going.
Yeah,
to an extent.
He had to pick up steam.
Yeah, to pick up steam. Like Blade, because I dropped it initially, but then I went back to it, and like it actually does get really good, and the movies are great as well. But like pacing, like it's a real hard slog to get through the first like 10 or so episodes of Blade.
Blade was only the second writer series I watched, and I actually did like the opening ones, the first dozen or so episodes. But after like episode 15, when Tachibana kills the Peacock Undead, and then everything from that point. Like I remember the first few episodes after that, I go, wow, this series is really awesome now. What changed? And I realized, oh, that's what changed. He's not a shithead anymore.
Right. Tachibana just hiding around corners, peeking at everything going on.
Waiting to make his strike. Or just watching.
What you up to, Kenzaki? Tachibana's
I'm so glad Kenzaki's voice got deeper when he came back in Decade. Because I cannot take that screaming.
All right. So for the culture, let's hop into LVP.
All right.
Now this is the one I'm behind on.
Yeah, same as well.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. We're going to talk about something special with LVP.
Okay, cool.
Because, well, first, let's do the episode. Since me and Five are caught up.
All right.
Let's talk about Kyrie's mission to rob a thought.
the French girl.
Yeah, she's a thought, man. Go on. Anyway, yeah, he steals her necklace. It becomes a scissors style fighter. The most interesting part is when I don't want to spoil this for Pre, but whatever.
I don't care about spoilers for Sentai.
Yeah, there's a moment. One episode ends on a cliffhanger because the Pat Rangers kill the monster while Kyrie's trying to steal the treasure from the girl. The monster has its treasure, and the Pat Rangers kill that monster before Yellow and they can get it.
Yeah.
So, and I was shook because I was like, "Oh man, I mean they screwed up."
Yep.
But what was crazy is Kogura didn't even show up to say nothing though.
You know, because of what happens in the next episode, he probably knew that monster duplicated
knew it was
himself.
alright.
He definitely did know.
Yeah.
That's why. So, long story short, the monster duplicated himself right before he got blown to bits.
Mm-hmm.
So the original monster is still alive.
Yeah. So then the next week, in the next episode, they kill that nigga. They take the treasure from him.
Well, it took him a few tries too because he just kept copying himself.
Yeah, he kept copying himself over and over.
But yeah, they eventually got it.
Yeah, and then the Lupin Rangers, they fought Zamigo. Well, Red fought Zamigo.
Yep.
Yeah. So and Zamigo was really cool. He got a bunch of safes on him.
Yeah.
And a bunch of powers.
And he said "nice joke" very nicely in English.
Oh yeah, he does speak English randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you think of like his design is really cool.
I like his design, but I don't like his human look. It's way too weird for me.
You know,
it's kind of a clusterfuck of different design principles, which is sort of describes the Ganglers in general.
Yeah, they're a gang of different design elements slapped on one suit. And then I like that there's a main villain with ice powers.
Yeah,
because that's rare.
Yeah,
like usually big bads don't have like, I don't know, they don't have like ice power. Seems like a monster of the week type of power, but like the fact that a main villain has one and they treat it like it's so serious.
Oh, he froze Lupin Red's cape. Or his hat actually and shattered. Oh my God. And part of his cape too, if I remember.
Yeah, Lupin Red is so fire. Like when he gets his cape frozen, he does that spin and shoots it.
Yep.
I was like, yo, why is this guy so cool? Why?
He's got swag.
Yeah, he does.
And that's what I love about when suit actors do that. They like perform with swag.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's why I love Gokai Red suit acting so much.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. Definitely. All the suit acting in Gokai is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Gokai Green. But anyway,
he's great.
The Lupin Rangers have this really nice moment where they think over their goals and stuff.
Yep.
And
they do the roll call away from each other.
That was cool.
I like that. I like when they do that.
That was really cool.
They're in unison, but they're not even together.
Yeah. I wish the Pat Rangers would stop shooting at them.
I know, right? I mean, eventually it's gonna happen.
Like this week, I was kind of annoyed by it. I was like, yo, because we're having that team moments. I was like, come on, yo, not right now.
And they gotta ruin it.
Yeah, y'all are being annoying right now. Chill out.
Yeah.
Chill out for like 2 seconds.
I do wonder how they're gonna like end up like joining forces because as we saw from the new scans, they have a whole combined mecha formation together.
Oh my God, it's hideous.
Obviously with the Ranger X, but still, like I want to see how that story is gonna go down.
I gotta wait to see that robot in action because it did not look good in that.
I know.
He said it looked disgusting.
It did.
It's terrible. Good cool Kaiser, yeah.
Like you could have a combined form where everything has like a place or a spot or a purpose, but it could still look terrible, and that's literally what it is.
Yeah, it got Doc Ock arms. Why he got 8 arms?
Q Tomagen was a huge Christmas tree, but that still looked a lot better than.
At least it only had 2 arms.
Yeah,
worse than Hyper Ghost say great. Like that's how bad it is.
Yeah,
way worse.
Yep, I agree.
Oh, goodness. Like, what's the point of the Gatling gun being pointing in the air on his left shoulder?
Dude.
What is the point of that? Anyway, let's not complain about the robot.
Yeah, we can talk about the scans next week at least too.
Yeah, definitely. I know Tay want to get in on that.
Yeah.
But so I like the episodes 5. What did you think?
I like them a lot. I know people like are dropping the show right now.
Yeah. That's what I was going to
a lot of people were really mad over the scans.
Yeah. Cannot be me because it's Sentai. It's like my huge passion out of the main 3 franchises.
Mm-hmm.
But I know, like I can see their frustrations too, because like at the same time, like it hasn't been doing much story wise. Right. It's just I guess it spent more time developing a little by little. But now, like when Zamigo's in the picture, they're starting to hopefully get things going now.
Yeah,
because I can't believe we're like already in like the 10th episode or so, right?
Right.
I didn't feel like that.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, how are you feeling about the pacing or whatever so far? Because it feels like we just started, but we're already at episode 10.
Right. Said. That's why I was like, wow. It does not feel like it at all. I guess it's been pretty slow so far.
Yeah.
That was also something I commented on Build, is that in some ways it's moving so fast that it feels like we've been doing this forever, and yet at the same time it's like, holy shit, we're at episode 30 now.
Yep, I agree. That's what I said that a few weeks ago. I was like, it does not feel like that, and like this is like the real test of time now, because this is around that same area where writer shows go bad.
For as much, well, actually, for a lot of writer shows, the period of episodes between about like 30 to maybe the early 40s is usually where my favorite parts happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I mentioned that with Agito, that's where my favorite part is. That's where I think the strongest part of Gaim happens. Pretty much the entire second half of Blade. This is where we had the freeze arc for Drive.
I hated that arc.
What?
Actually, no. The only part I hated about it was Go, but everything else was nice.
Yeah, no, everything else was really good. Everything with Shinosuke was really awesome.
Yeah, he finally got a conclusion about his dad. Thank God.
Yeah, it feels like for a lot of times for writer shows, they get all the really cool cathartic moments out of the way here, and then we get the final form reveal, and then it's like those last 10 episodes,
especially when Shinosuke died, man. Oh my
where
God.
they have no clue what to do next.
When Shinosuke died and had donut powder all over his face.
He did a couple lines of cocaine and then overdosed.
You know that video where the dude poured the cocaine on the table and then he run and slide across the. That was Shinosuke in the evidence room.
Yeah. Damn.
But back to Lupin versus Pat though. Like I feel like it might be a little slow right now, but I feel like it's really gonna kick off.
I feel like it could definitely go places.
It really feels like we're waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Right.
Exactly.
That's what I was like. Everybody was like, "Yo, I'm dropping it. Dog, don't do that."
Thinking about it, Q Rangers, it wasn't even like that fast paced in the beginning either. Like when they went to Earth, when they stayed on Earth for a while, I was like, "Damn." And then when Scorpio's brother came into play, especially towards the end of his arc, that's when things really like moved up.
Yeah, Q Ranger was good. We're gonna do a Q Ranger episode one day, probably.
Q Ranger Circle Jerk.
I need to actually finish watching Q Ranger because I think I stopped at like episode 32 or something.
Oh, you actually stopped at a good part too.
Yeah, I stopped like right in the middle of the Dark Naga arc.
Oh, that's a very good arc.
Yeah, I need to finish it.
Yeah, man, buy your Q Ranger Mook right now on eBay.
I hope Tay got his son Vulcan Mook.
No, he had to cancel him.
Damn.
Real quick, while Tay's not here, he said, "I wonder if he was even going to get them anyway because me and him ordered the Mooks at the same time."
Yeah.
And my Go Andra one and Go Busters and Ninja got here. Right. You know what I'm saying? But and now on eBay it says sold out. So I was wondering if he was even going to get it anyway. We've been bidding against each other probably.
Imagine.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
I just ordered Go Rangers too. I'm big hype.
That's gonna be pretty good.
Ooh.
Seeing the Go Ranger suits like in HD quality.
Dog.
Seeing all those visor holes up close.
Yeah, man. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Damn.
Yeah, but hopefully Lupin versus Pat gets. I was gonna say gets good, but hopefully it gets better.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's like insanely good, but like it's good enough for me to keep watching every week.
Yeah, it's passable.
Yeah, because like they're still trying something new with balancing these two teams out. But even though like Lupin Ranger's getting more promotion on the merchandise side.
Yeah. Do you not think that Go Kaija and Deca Ranger will turn up? Or
that's just a grain of salt right there, but hopefully that can turn into something new. So
I mean, I wouldn't mind that because those two Sentai, they can't stay out of the game for too long anyway.
I know.
Like
Deca Rangers.
I can see Deca more because of Space Squad, but Go Kaija.
Are they even in it?
Deca Rangers?
The new one, the Space Squad 2.
I don't. Probably.
Dude, dog, I haven't seen them on no promotion for.
Well, Hero Mama League.
Yeah.
Hero Mama League. That's Power Rangers. You guys know.
You mean MILF Squad?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I'm big hype for that boy.
I'm big. I said I'm big hype.
It's a cute little idea. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Is it a real movie?
Oh no,
or is
I'm
it just
really
a-
looking forward to it. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Thing.
It
That's
sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it really does sound like a lot of fun.
Where are their helmets?
Who cares? They want to show real independent, strong women fighting.
Yeah, strong, independent black women
fighting to protect their children.
Dog, it was funny because
what more could you want?
Somebody asked me, was that they real kids? And I'm like, no, they're not real kids.
God.
I didn't even know Magic Pink had kids. She fooled me.
Who the hell she marry?
Somebody said she married some French dude.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Was that shown in the last episode of Magic Ranger?
I think that's why people were really surprised to see her return and not Magic Blue, because she had moved to France and hadn't been acting in a while.
Oh God! She had to come back to Japan where it smells nice. She was like, these French guys don't wear deodorant ever.
You made Ash laugh
because he knows it's true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, let's wrap this up. What was I gonna say? Follow the Legion on Twitter. That's LEG10N of Boom at twitter.com. Subscribe to the YouTube page, the SoundCloud, the iTunes.
And if you are listening to this episode and want to tweet about something that made you laugh really, really hard, use the hashtag Legion Podcast.
Or if we said something stupid and you want to remind us of how dumb we are.
Oh yes, we love hearing that too.
Before we go,
we want to hear your feedback.
Just before we go, I want to send a shout out to Grant the Thief from Super Senpai Podcast.
Yeah.
Yay, Grant.
Because he's been reaching out and he's super dope. And also, since Tay's not here, fuck Pat Ranger, and also go and watch Gundam Build Fighters. Please go and watch Gundam Build Fighters.
That's right. Watch Gundam.
These episodes on things that I want to challenge you guys to like duels for. First Garo and now Pat Ranger.
Girl.
No, but seriously, watch Gundam, guys.
Seriously. Watch Gundam.
Yeah.
Go watch Build Fighters. Please.
I want to start a Gundam podcast with Ash.
Wait, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh, my feelings.
How many podcasts are we gonna have now? Like, we're not gonna have Twitter anymore. We're just gonna be like constantly like guest starring on each other's podcasts.
Y'all want to just do a Gundam episode?
We need many episodes to do a Gundam episode.
I couldn't talk on it because I Gundam.
Oh man, I could talk for days about Gundam.
I know, Bob loves it.
There's so many like trash shows from Gundam, but like at the same time, they're like overall, it's so good.
It's like Toku.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gundam is more like Toku than Garo. And on that note, Legion out.
Every week.